Thinking about making the leap to a more flexible, feature-rich phone system like RingCentral, but dreading the idea of changing your long-standing phone number? What if I told you that you don't have to? That your existing number, the one your clients and colleagues have memorized, the one on your business cards and website, can come right along with you? It's a common misconception that switching to a cloud-based phone system means a completely new identity for your business communications. The reality is, porting your phone number to a service like RingCentral is not only possible but, with the right guidance, surprisingly straightforward. In today's video, we're going to demystify the entire process, breaking it down into clear, actionable steps that will have your number seamlessly transitioned and your business operating on RingCentral in no time. We'll cover everything from the initial checks you need to make, to the documents you'll need to gather, and what to expect during the porting timeline. So, if you're ready to embrace the future of business communication without severing ties with your past, stick around, because this video is for you. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of the porting process, let's understand why porting is such a crucial feature for businesses. Your phone number is more than just a sequence of digits. It's a cornerstone of your brand identity, a primary point of contact, and a vital link to your customer base. Losing or changing it can lead to confusion, lost business, and a significant administrative headache as you update all your marketing materials and inform your contacts. RingCentral understands this, which is why they've streamlined the number porting process to make your transition as smooth as possible. It's all about continuity and convenience, ensuring your business never misses a beat. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. The actual steps involved in porting your number to RingCentral. Step 1. The pre-porting checklist. Are you ready? Before you even think about submitting a porting request, there are a few essential things you need to confirm. Firstly, verify your current phone number's eligibility for porting. While most landline and mobile numbers in North America are portable, it's always good to double-check. RingCentral's support team can help you with this, or you can often find information on their website. Secondly, you need to ensure your existing account with your current provider is active and in good standing. Do not cancel your current service before the porting process is complete. If you cancel, you risk losing your number permanently. RingCentral will handle the transfer of your number from your current carrier, so your service with them will only be terminated after the porting is successful. Thirdly, gather your current phone bill. This is absolutely critical. The information on your bill, your account number, the name on the account, and the service address must exactly match the information you provide to RingCentral. Any discrepancies, even minor ones, can lead to delays or even rejection of your porting request. Step 2. Initiating the porting request with RingCentral. Once you've got your ducks in a row, it's time to tell RingCentral you want to port your number. This is typically done through your RingCentral online account portal or by contacting their sales or support team. You'll be asked to fill out a letter of agency, or LOA. This is a crucial document that authorizes RingCentral to act on your behalf to port your number from your current carrier. Take your time filling this out, ensuring all the information precisely matches your current phone bill. This includes the account holder's name, the full service address as it appears on your bill, not necessarily your current mailing address if they differ, and your current account number. You'll also need to specify the type of number you're porting, e.g., a standard business line, a toll-free number, a fax number, etc., and indicate if it's part of a larger block of numbers. If you're porting multiple numbers, you'll need to list all of them accurately. Step 3. The waiting game. What happens behind the scenes? Once you've submitted your LOA and supporting documentation, the ball is in RingCentral's court. They will initiate the porting request with your current carrier. This is where the waiting game begins. The timeline for porting can vary significantly, usually ranging from 10 to 30 business days, though it can sometimes be longer, especially for complex ports or those involving multiple numbers. During this period, your current service will remain active. You should continue to use your existing phone system as normal. RingCentral will keep you updated on the status of your request, often through email notifications or updates within your online portal. It's important to be patient during this stage. Remember, RingCentral is working with another carrier, and sometimes there are external factors that can influence the speed of the transfer. Step 4. The porting date and activation. Finally, the day arrives. Once your current carrier approves the port, RingCentral will notify you of the activation date. On this day, there might be a brief period of downtime as your number transitions from your old carrier to RingCentral. This is usually very short, often just a few minutes, but it's good to be aware of the possibility. RingCentral will typically provide you with instructions on how to test your ported number to ensure everything is working correctly. You'll want to make some inbound and outbound calls to confirm functionality. Once confirmed, you can then proceed to cancel your service with your previous provider, as your number is now officially operating on the RingCentral platform. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.